So it's been a few weeks since the last Nintendo Direct, but we may already have an idea as to what's coming. Over on GameFAQs there was a thread titled, "Okay Vergebin, an honest-to-God question." In it, a user by the name of SMASHBURB posted something interesting.
I know you still read my topics, old pal, because you replied in one of them recently. My question is simple: would you say Steve is out of the running due to his previous status as leak bait, or does he still have a chance? I'm curious as to why he didn't even get a me costume. You said in another thread that reactions to Steve have been bad, but to be honest that's inaccurate to say entirely, because most of the Steve hate was driven by the fact they thought he would be an obstacle to Banjo.
I still think it's hilarious that TC spent months on end last year making scat-themed alt accounts talking trash about Vergebin and what a fraud he is, but has no problem whatsoever kissing up to him in order to get info in spite of all of that. No shame whatsoever, lol. There's some info I know that I'm super excited about, because I know Judge Gino's gonna go completely ballistic and start those spam threads again if or when that info ends up getting released.
SMASHBURB is an insider now?
No, lol. I did get info directly from Sabi regarding the SNK leak prior to the Direct, and I've heard some stuff from another associated party since then. I wouldn't really call that being an insider, especially since I'm not going to be giving anything out, especially since it's not exactly concrete, and isn't the sort of thing that should be getting out. I've said all I can on the matter. It's something that's going to make Judge Gino flip his wig the same way he did last year when he was making the scat-themed Vergebin hate accounts every day.
It's interesting that SMASHBURB is getting info directly from Sabi now, considering a month ago he was denying Sabi's credibility. Judge Gino isn't the only spineless user in this thread.
Honestly, if you later feel this info is legitimate, you should bet Judge Judy that you have this info and send it to a neutral party that doesn't like either of you for safekeeping and vet your account. Have them post the private message later to prove you had it, and then he will welch, of course.
Like I said, it's not concrete, and I already potentially have a bet going on with this guy. Bet's about Isaac becoming playable, which I don't need any additional info to know I'm going to win, lol.
I have him on ignore. What kind of BS information is he trying to claim?
He wants to know if Steve is in, even though Vergebin did say he got the whole Minecraft information wrong. He's nitpicking, since Vergebin said that there's no Minecraft content, then that means there is still Minecraft content coming, according to him. Since there isn't a me costume of Steve, to him, that means he's a basic lock.
I think Golden was talking about me, lol. If he had Judge Gino on ignore, he wouldn't have seen this thread in the first place.
Aw well, did your job for you then, lol.
No, I mean, I think he wanted to know what the info is that I said I know. Which I cannot actually answer because it's not stuff that's supposed to be getting out. If I were in any position to say it, I would have said it already, lol. Also, lol at Golden even saying that what I know is BS, like the fact that he doesn't like me means I must be lying and that I can't possibly know anything the rest of you don't. I'm sure, does Golden doesn't like this guy, is one of the top questions on people's lists when they're deciding whether or not to talk to somebody. It's like, sorry, man, not everyone cares that much about me making fun of an indie character, designed by a studio comprised entirely of 40-something-year-old perverts. I tell you to go cry about it on the Smashboards character discussion hubbox like I do most people who whine over me bashing their fave, but you rage quit that forum months ago.
It's ironic that he's talking about hugboxes considering he closed the false flaggers thread as soon as people starting making fun of him. I documented
some of the posts that were made in that thread in my Belle Delphine video if you want to watch it.
Burb, calm down. He probably wants a reaction out of you. I do respect your knowledge, how you have to keep it secret, but next time, don't say you have a secret. Otherwise, comments like his would keep appearing, probably just jealous that you know the info and they don't, or something around those lines.
Oh yes, I'm so jealous of this homosexual furry who has less credibility than your average 4chan poster.
Bad advice, you should instead start a YouTube channel and tell people that you have insider information that you can't disclose for safety reasons, state your opinions on various leaks. While alluding to that source, then back a leak that is close to what you've heard, get people hyped for said leak, then make a fool out of yourself, live on camera and rake in the YouTube dosh. You could name yourself something like PapaBurb, something catchy like that.
Then be right about said leak a couple months later.
Yeah, I remember when the entire Grinch leak was confirmed real a few months ago. Oh, wait, you're talking about Papagino's backpedaled version where he said oh wait my source only said Banjo, to save face after the Grinch leak was eviscerated, in spite of having made no previous attempt to differentiate Banjo from the other characters as being a more solid lead beforehand. Right, he meant just Banjo, totally.
Is Ryu Hayabusa in?
I don't know who character number 5 is, and the information I do have is stuff I'm not going to be giving out. I'm pretty sure leakers and insiders don't even have a clear lead on who it is. All I'm willing to say is what I've already said, it's going to make TC extremely angry. I'm not an insider, and this one tidbit is the only significant piece of info I know. It's got nothing to do with Challenger Pack number 5 in specific.
As you can tell, SMASHBURB isn't speaking out of his ass here. I certainly trust him with his lack of specific details. It's definitely not possible that anyone can claim to have insider info, not say what that info is, then try to use it to make up for how much of a pathetic sped they are. We won't know for sure what he's talking about unless people start pestering him about it and constantly reminding him that he made these claims.
But in case you haven't read the video description or you're not watching this on YouTube, you shouldn't bully or harass these individuals.
If he does go into detail and ends up being wrong, it would be funny to watch him scream, "It's just a prank, bro," and it would be even more hilarious because in this very thread he mentioned that Papagenos was backpedaling after the Grinch leak. It all comes full circle.